Mnangagwa clinches victory again, Chiwenga in tears as Zimbabwe's political battle takes a dramatic turn. In the ever-unfolding political theatre of Zimbabwe, where power is both a crown and a burden, history has once again turned its page in favour of Emmerson Mnangagwa. With the announcement of his re-election, the nation stands divided, not just by politics, but by the emotional tides this outcome has stirred, none more visibly shaken than Vice President Constantino Chiwenga, whose long-simmering ambitions may have just suffered a bitter blow. Before we dive into this explosive and emotional political moment, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes insights, and critical analysis of Zimbabwe's political landscape. This is your front row seat to the pulse of power. The 2025 Zimbabwean election has been anything but ordinary. As the results were officially declared, President Emmerson Mnangagwa stood tall on the podium, once again the victor in a heated race that many predicted would finally usher in the era of his longtime rival, general-turned-politician Chiwenga. Yet, the hopes of the retired military strongman were dashed in real time as he was reportedly seen wiping away tears at ZANU-PF headquarters, an emotional collapse that sent shockwaves through the party and the public alike. Insiders close to the scene revealed that Chiwenga had spent months meticulously planning a political strategy aimed at unseating Mnangagwa from within the very heart of the party. Behind closed doors, power struggles had intensified, alliances were formed and broken, and whispers of a silent coup were circulating within the corridors of Harare's political elite. But in the end, the old lion proved too seasoned to be outmaneuvered. Mnangagwa's campaign had been a masterclass in political endurance, leveraging state machinery, grassroots mobilization, international optics, and a firm grip on party structures. While critics argue the playing field was far from level, his messaging of continuity, stability, and development found resonance among key rural blocs and aging war veterans. Meanwhile, Chiwenga's vision for a new ZANU-PF that would usher in modern reforms, anti-corruption drives, and military political fusion failed to catch the necessary traction. Though he had the backing of some in the military establishment and younger cadres within the party, his campaign lacked the nationwide emotional pull that Mnangagwa's brand of revolutionary nostalgia still commands. Tensions had reached their peak on the night before the results were announced. Rumors swirled that Chiwenga's faction was preparing to reject the outcome, potentially setting the stage for a deeper confrontation within the ruling party. However, Mnangagwa's victory speech, measured but pointed, called for unity and dismissed any hint of internal rebellion. Cameras caught Chiwenga seated in the front row, stiff, glassy-eyed, and visibly shaken, a stark contrast to the roaring chants of EDP echoing throughout the room. Observers are now questioning what this means for the future of ZANU-PF. Will Chiwenga step down quietly, or will this loss ignite a new wave of political scheming behind the scenes? Already, speculation is rising about potential reshuffles and purges within top party ranks as Mnangagwa moves to consolidate power and prepare for what he insists will be his final and defining term. Before we move to the conclusion, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next jaw-dropping developments. You don't want to miss what's coming next. As Zimbabwe moves forward, the emotional aftermath of this election leaves behind both triumph and heartbreak. Mnangagwa remains in charge, yet the image of a teary-eyed Chiwenga, once feared and revered, has become a symbol of how quickly power can shift in the high-stakes world of politics. The nation watches with bated breath. What happens behind the curtain of ZANU-PF may very well determine Zimbabwe's fate for years to come. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, thank you for watching.